Holy fuck, am I out? Okay. Okay, let's see, what's the date? 15th? Larry! Okay, I said this video is gonna be made, so here it is. I don't care how late to the party it is. Showtime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second iteration of Cirque de Salte. I am your host, Crab Rangoon, and I am just itching to put on this show for you all. For you see, in this totally on-time show, we have a plethora of Xbox fanboys spreading stupidity over Hellblade's 30 FPS console cap on the Xbox consoles, making it the third Xbox exclusive to launch at 30 FPS. Truly, the world's most powerful console is anything but. So, is everyone ready? Great! Then let us start with our first sideshow of the night.
That's okay. The gameplay is more important.
Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Hey, do you think I can reach? Shh. Oh, fuck.
Do you think he knows, folks? I don't think he knows. You realize gameplay is literally affected by frame rate, right? I mean, after all, the worse the frame rate and the worse the frame pacing is, the worse the gameplay is going to feel. I mean, it's not rocket science. Hell, even 40 FPS would have been more acceptable. But for a console that touts itself as the world's most powerful console, one has to wonder exactly how it's the most powerful when two of its biggest exclusives, Starfield and Hellblade 2, can't even launch without being capped at 30 FPS. But hey, in defense of Hellblade 2, at least that game visually looks like it's pushing the console to its limits, unlike Starfield. Alright folks, strap yourselves in because this next one is a special kind of stupid.
I don't see a problem with this. I would even be in favor of dropping the frame rate to 24 FPS to make it feel more cinematic and epic.
Larry, get the wrecking ball. I really shouldn't have to explain this, but I guess I have to. The reason games, even cinematic ones like Hellblade, shouldn't be 30 FPS, or like this creature stated, 24 FPS, is simply because, unlike movies, you, the player, has direct control. And the lower the frame rate, the worse the game feels to play. Now, there are people who can deal with these lower frame rates, your charming host included, but shouldn't we as consumers demand better from these companies who tout things like world's most powerful console, 60 FPS will be the standard, etc.? Or is that too much for the feeble mind of the pathetic fanboy? Let's get on to our next sideshow, shall we?
I get it now. It's an Xbox thing. People was going off about Starfield being 30 FPS, okay. FF3 but performance not that great, digital value themselves at its best to play at 30 FPS, no problem. I can talk about 30 FPS, that's being nice, no problem. Xbox game Hellblade 2 30 FPS problem again, the mouse sticking in my head.
Okay, let's go through this step by step. Starfield really shouldn't be 30 FPS on the X considering how fragmented and separate the maps and locations are. Rebirth's performance mode, despite the visual degradation, is still there for people who want 60 FPS, so non-argument there. Literally everyone complained and brought up DD2's horrid performance, so no, it was a huge problem. But hey, expecting honesty and unbiased views from a fanboy is like expecting a vegan to admit meat is delicious. How is everyone doing so far? Enjoying the show? Good, because this next tweet is going to make you realize just how disingenuous fanboys will be to defend their plastic box.
It's Hellblade 2 30 FPS is bad. So is Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't.
See what I'm talking about, folks? These pathetic wastes of the Earth's precious oxygen can't even be honest when defending their favorite corp because Zuzu here either unironically thinks Rebirth is locked to 30 FPS, which is possible considering the lack of intellect these fanboys have, or he's deliberately withholding that fact in a pathetic attempt to defend Hellblade 2's 30 FPS cap on the Xbox consoles. Put your hands together for the terrible, the unintelligible, the brain damage PAL!
Yes, 30 FPS is fine for this kind of game. It's more natural to the eye. Imagine playing a story cinematic game at 60 FPS.
Simp! 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 Imagine for a moment, folks, being so cut by a faceless corporation. They have you defending a 30 FPS cap as a cinematic choice, when you know damn well the PC version is going to run this above 30 FPS. That's right, folks. Before I forget, the devs themselves stated it was a cinematic decision for the 30 FPS cap. Except, if that were true, the PC version would be locked to that. But the real reason is because they know console warriors will step up to defend this decision. You know, folks, is it really so hard for these devs to just admit they're pushing the console to its limits? Anyway, let's end this section with everyone's favorite Xbox fanboy, good old Tim Dog.
I might have a ton of issues with Xbox and then some things going around with them, but that doesn't extend to any of the developers or studios. I think the 30 FPS for Hellblade 2 is overblown because of the fidelity. I'm more disappointed with the letterbox, and I killed the order for that. Aside from that, I think we should all play the game, and I think it's going to be some visual bar. As for Gear 6, when I was a part of the crowd, I did hear it's really insane. I have heard this before though, but the pedigree of Coalition, I'm excited to see what they are making.
You know, Tim Dog, you are so right. Maybe it is overblown. Maybe people should just get over it and play the game because even though it's 30 FPS on consoles, it doesn't mean the game should be clowned on. And you know what? For your unparalleled wisdom, I have a treat for you. For behind this curtain is something I'm sure you'll enjoy. Larry, if you would. Behold, it's you from the past! And oh my, what is this? Now hold on, this couldn't be you clowning on people for playing games at 30 FPS, right? Your chickens have come home to roost, Tim Dog. Let this be a lesson, folks, to never trust a fanboy's word because they will always always contradict themselves as soon as something they hated is done by the company they enjoy. Now, before we end the video, let's have a quick little montage of the remaining Xbox fanboys to the tune of Meatball Parade, shall we? That's going to be it for today's show, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Originally, this was going to cover both Xbox and PlayStation fanboys, but in truth, there were simply not enough PlayStation fanboys being hypocritical about this to warrant a section, which is fine, because we all know they'll likely be the next video's topic relatively quickly. As always, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. To stay up to date on all things crab, you can follow me on Twitter via the link in the description below. And if you're looking for a way to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. For only 99 cents a month, you get access to the community Discord, the Crab Shack. Once you're in for good, as well as emotes to harass me with live on stream. With all that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next video.